My father had a machine shop in the Detroit area, and he originally started out making go-karts. There was back in the 60s, there was go-kart racing was real popular in a tri-state area. His shop was always kind of this big mystery to me for a long time when I was a little kid. I would go out there and sweep the floors, and it was like spiders and all that kind of stuff. It wasn't fun. And then he moved to a larger shop out on Haggerty Road, going into different types of fabrication, tool and die work. And in the 60s, he bought an old car and was trying to restore it and find some rubber parts for it, and of course they weren't available. So there was a machine shop down this industrial strip, and he rented some time at the Smoldex rubber shop on their presses, and tooled the molds in the shop and made some parts for himself. And I think that's just where that was fine, that was what he needed, and he was done. Well, then he was a member of the car clubs in the area, and they asked, well, can you do this for me? And so that's kind of, it just really mushroomed out of that. At the time that I really have much recollection of what he was doing, there was this car parts business that he did at night. He talked to customers on the phone in the evening after dinner. He would go back to the shop after dinner. He worked a lot of long hours, and I think he was trying to keep his tool and die business functioning just during the day, and then he was doing other stuff at night for the car parts business. And at the time we relocated to North Carolina, he shut down the tool and die side of things, didn't bring all the equipment, although he bought plenty of equipment. And the car parts business was self-sustaining. And so from 75 it has really grown. So that was really how it got started. He just pursued the interest that he had.
We provide OEM quality restoration products for your classic cars, as well as a line of universal products for your custom to resto mods. Our customers are classic car enthusiasts as well as hot rodders. They're from traditionalists to custom guys. We have people that have many years of experience to those that are restoring their car for the very first time, because we have over 75 years of combined restoration experience, and we offer service before and after the sale. So if you need help finding parts for your car, as well if you need assistance installing the parts for your car, we have folks here that can help. We're car people as much as our customers are, so we understand the passion that our customers feel for their cars. We are here to help you restore the car of your dreams.
Sometimes we buy cars and make parts off of it. Sometimes, and most of the time, people just send us parts. We get them, we research them, see if it's worthwhile doing, and then once the part's made, I'll call the customer, tell him that the part's ready. I usually send him one, let him try it, and then he informs us if it works well, it's correct, and then when we get the okay from him, we put it on the market to sell. We wouldn't, most of these parts, a lot of these parts we wouldn't make, because it's just not enough cars out there, to justify tooling. So I try to help them out by trying to make something for them to get by with, and that will work. And if I can do that, I feel like I'm doing my job and helping. That's what we're mainly after anyway. So trying to make parts better. We're constantly changing our parts, and sometimes we go back and take some of our old parts and remake them and make them better, because back then we probably didn't have the tooling we have now, and we don't have the research we had then. So lots of times we go back and make a lot of our old parts again, and make them better. I used to have a lot of cars, and I would understand. I had a lot of trouble finding parts for my cars, and this is actually before I even started working here, and I've been here 31 years. And I had a lot of trouble finding parts for just simple cars back then, and it was tough. We're going after stuff that probably nobody would ever make but us. So we're trying to really help people, and I enjoy cars. I just don't have time to have them. I don't have time for cars anymore, and because they're really time consuming, but they're a lot of fun.
Once we get the part from research, it needs to be scanned, laser scanned, And once we have the data scanned electronically, and the design department then creates a solid model and a mold design from that part. So essentially what we're doing is we're basically copying the OEM part. We have a number of people that work in this department, and a lot of them have a vast experience as far as this trade. Every one of them have either owned a car and restored it, or have a car that they've already restored already. So they do have a love for cars, and that's kind of what it takes to be able to put the effort and the care and the quality into the parts that we make.
Each press operator works off a worksheet that tells them which part they're running, what kind of rubber to use in that part, and how long that part should cure. Different characteristics of that particular part that they may be making at that time. The majority of our parts are made out of a 60 durometer EPDM rubber. And what EPDM rubber is, that's a rubber that is very ozone resistant. So we use it on parts that are exposed to weather, the sunshine, the rain, those sort of things, the ozone resistant rubber. We also use a neoprene rubber and a butanitrile rubber if the part is going to be something such as a motor mount or a part that may be exposed to some oil or gases. We don't actually compound the rubber here, that is mix the ingredients together. When the rubber comes in, it is already ready to go into our molds or our extrusion lines to go through our extruder. But we do get our rubber from several companies throughout the country. Each of the different types of rubber is made to our specification. We make sure that the quality is there. With each batch that we get in comes our certificates that tell us the cure times and all the things that we need to know to make sure it's the proper hardness and proper specs to make us our Steele Rubber Products quality parts.
In the shipping department, of course, we ship a lot of orders every day. We actually scan each part before it goes in the box for accuracy, so our customers have correct orders. And we also do a lot of things. We have wait on customers, we unload freight, we do bulk mail catalogs each week, restock the warehouse, and do cycle counts. A wide variety of things go on in the warehouse. The best part of my job, I think, is working with people. I enjoy working at the sales counter, meeting people, and helping them fulfill their needs. We have a lot of variety of customers. That's not only just auto restores, but we've had people with helicopters, airplanes. Even last week we had a customer come in that was working on an old, I think it's a Western Union telephone operator's chair. So we have a variety of customers that come in, and also working with the people I work with in the warehouse. I enjoy working with them.
We're really 64 people that have come together, you know, all employees and managers that are car guys and gals, and we share the same core values, and I should say it's the sum of all these people that really make Steele Rubber Products what it is. We do everything from design, tool, and manufacture the pieces, sell them through catalog, mail order, phone order, and internet. And we do it because that's where our passion is. Our passion is old cars. You know, you might see some in the background, I don't know, but you know, many of us have our own collector cars. We love to drive them. And show them. We don't look at the old cars as museum pieces, because you can't enjoy them that way. So when somebody asks me, what is Steele Rubber Products? You know, it's a bunch of car guys, and we have a real good time enjoying our vehicles, and we really, you know, are passionate about the parts we make for those vehicles. We want our customers to be very pleased with the products we make.